Hey, buenos dias, amigos. Buenos dias. How y'all doing today, baby? It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, and it's time to get a few things off my chest and talk about shit. And yes, I am upstairs in the house today because because it's hot outside. It's like I don't know. We got a heat advisory right now. It's supposed to be like a uh, about 110, 115 degrees out there in the heat index. Muy caliente estos días, man. Un hombre podría morir. You could die out there from that shit. So yeah, I'm inside and and trying for my health. I had to go to physical therapy today for my shoulders first time, so I got that out of the way. I got to go again tomorrow. And I told him, I said, well, I can't come in on Friday because that's beer and bud day, and I don't do shit on Friday. I got to get prepared for the beer and bud Friday. Anyway, what in the hell's going on? Well, Donnie went down to Florida, baby. Donnie went down to his little rally down there. The festival of those that can be conned is all I can understand. The crowd of people that went down there to listen to that bullshit last night, and that's exactly what it is. Donnie went right back to 2016, baby. We're going to do it all over again. Hillary's emails, 30,000 emails. Oh, he's out there cranking that shit, baby. He's playing all the oldies and goodies because that's all he's got, man. That's all he's got. He doesn't have squat to offer. He's just got the same hateful shit. I threw in a few other things, but the main thing was, hey, Hillary got away and she should be lock her up and all that. They were even chanting this time, CNN sucks, because, the enemy of the people, baby. That's what he calls me. Points at him out there. Oh, I can't even do that too bad. Points at him on the camera. Look at him back there. Enemy of the people. That's it. That's the bullshit that he sells at his little rallies, because he doesn't want those people paying attention to anything except what Donnie has to say. And don't believe what you see and don't believe what you read. Only believe what the glorious leader tells you. And those are the people that showed up last night to hear the glorious leader speak. And boy, he went off on some tirades beside all the usual bullshit. He went into this thing. He went into how we have the cleanest air and water in history, baby, in history. It's all because of Donnie. Donnie came president. All of a sudden, the skies cleared, the waters parted. Are you shitting me? Donnie went in last night and he's preaching that stuff that we are. You know why? You know why he's doing that? Because that's a big issue with the Democrats. The climate change. It is a big issue with us, baby. So he's out there trying to lay claim to clean air and water. But the American Lung Association today kind of stepped up and said, hey, Donnie boy, that's a bunch of bullshit. As a matter of fact, the American Lung Association says in the last 2 years, baby, quality has gone down. The number of days that a city has to declare ozone days, or you can't do this or that, not safe to go outside days, they have doubled, baby. So yeah, maybe that scum in the air really is Donnie. Because as soon as he came in, things started going down. And he's not done yet, baby. He's not done. There's money to be made, and he is out to make it. Because, hey, he's a whore. That's what he does. He sells his country out for money. And he did that today. He did it today by striking down one of Obama's key regulations in the energy department, trying to cut back on carbon emissions. And regulating coal-fired plants that they could only, trying to get ahead of the curve is what Obama was doing, and trying to push clean energy where this whole country should be going, but back up the bus. Donnie boy's here. And as with everything else that Obama ever did, it doesn't matter if it's good for the country, good for the world, or anything else. Donnie is out to destroy it. Anything that Mr. Obama did, Donnie wants dead, because he believes that it lifts him higher on the ladder of presidential gloryhood, I guess, if he just destroys everything else. And that's what Donnie does. He destroys everything else to make himself look like he is the grandest of grand. I am the glorious leader. I'm the only one that can fix this. I know the best people. I'm the art of the deal. And we see that as a big old con, a lie that he just pulls out of his ass because it's been nothing but a damn mirage all his life. It's a facade that he tries to build to make himself sound like he is this all-important person. He isn't squat. He sold out this country, and he will do it again, and he did it again with this shit. This thing he struck down now will allow, they're going to allow the states to regulate the coal companies. Well, if you live in a deep red state, baby, that has a lot of coal companies, tough shit with your air. They don't care, baby. They're going to fire it up. That's the direction the Republican Party wants to go. They're not the party of the future, baby. If they had their way, they'd pull out old coal-fired railroad cars, locomotives to shovel coal in. We could use up a lot of coal. We could make a lot of money on coal. Are you shitting me? You know, I always joke about my George Jetson car. I ain't going to get it, baby. Ain't never going to come. 10 years from now, it won't matter to Donnie. Donnie's not gonna be around 10 years from now, probably. If there's a God up above, it would sure be shorter. But, you know, we have to play our cards on that shit. But he doesn't care about the future because his kids are filthy rich, and his buddies' kids are filthy rich. Mnuchin family is rolling in dough, baby. They'll be out on some tropical island, baby, where they own the breezes. They don't give a shit about your environment that you're going to have to live in. Work for it, baby. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Find somebody to give you a couple $1 million to keep your mouth shut. That'll work, or some shit like that. That's the way government works, baby. And we're seeing it loud and clear in this administration. And, yeah, it's all, he said, I want to point this out because he said he ended the cruel and heartless laws against energy here in the United States. And now we're number one. We're number one in energy, exporting energy to the world. And we have been since 2012, baby. Oh, under Obama. That's right. Ever since 2012, we have been number one. So again, Donnie's just going out there trying to tell people, his little minions that aren't going to hear this shit on Fox News, don't pick up a newspaper, and damn sure don't read anything. Well, Donnie said it, so it must be true. But those policies under Obama started in 2012, and that is what has brought us to the energy dependence we are, and that was a push toward clean energy. The future, you know, all the shit that scares the hell out of Republicans. They want to go back to the old days, baby, as far back as they can possibly get, where, you know, white men with a little bit of land or money were the owners of everybody else. And that's what they want to do now in a metaphorical way. They want to own all of us, baby. We're just the workers out here. We're just the ones building the railroad across the country to build a future for the country, while fat cat assholes sit up in their penthouse and rake in money. It's happened like that all through our life, all through the history of our country. There's always been somebody there to exploit. It's called a free market society, where you get away with charging whatever the hell, and we have thrived on that. But we try to apply that to areas that should not be applied to. The environment being one of them. You think 10 years from now, the air is going to be cleaner after they start firing up them coal plants even more, dumping shit out? It's not only that, he has dumped regulations on a lot of shit. And all you have to do is open. And this isn't CNN, this is an app I use for news. And the National Review says that could a revenue-neutral carbon tax be the first step in fighting climate change? Permafrost is melting 70 years earlier than expected in the Arctic. Trump's UN envoy nominee defends climate record. Bullshit. Yeah, experts predict 3 major evolutionary changes, and the Himalayan glaciers are melting at twice as fast as this last century. Twice as fast as last century. Shit, we don't need no ice up in the Himalayas. What are we going to do with that, John? I don't care if it melts. Well, you better care, because all that water goes somewhere, baby. We was just talking about Greenland the other day, how much Greenland is losing their ice melt in the Arctic and everywhere else. Yeah, the climate is a big issue with Democrats because we want a future. We want a future where it's not a Mad Max society, because it looks like that's where the Republicans just want to take you. They're itching for a war with Iran or blow up some shit because they don't care, because every one of them especially Pompeo and them, they think the Armageddon's coming anyway, baby. The Lord's coming again, the second coming, all that. It doesn't matter. So we can do whatever the hell we want until Jesus comes back. And then the blood will rise to the horse's bridle. I'm not into that shit, baby. I like to think of science could push us forward if we could fix all the bullshit that he's done to this. That was a big issue when he came in here. That was one of my big issues, because you immediately saw him run to the EPA and start demolishing it, taking everything apart. It's oil and gas, baby, and coal. That's what it is, fossil fuel. They pay lobbyists big money to keep that shit going, and they're doing a damn good job of it right now. But that's not only the only bullshit. He sold another bullshit about health care last night, and how the Republican Party is trying to protect the pre-existing conditions and all that shit. I don't think so. The last proposals the Republicans have put forth demolished the pre-existing conditions. It's another lie. It's another don't look here. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Don't turn the page. Don't turn off a Fox spews. So because they fear you might learn the truth about everything. Healthcare is another one that we can't allow the free market to take care of. We're talking about people's lives. And the whole idea of everything that this man has tried to destroy is what we're combating against. This is why we do this. This is why I do this every day, is because I have a vested future for my kids and for people I don't even know, for this planet that we all live on together, that we all enjoy the fruits of, or most of us do. Some parts of the world are not like that. Anyway, Hope Hicks is testifying today in the House Judiciary Committee, and guess what? She says I ain't talking about nothing while she was in the White House. Only swearing in there, pre-oath is what she'll talk about. And Donnie put out that little thing about presidential immunity. She has presidential immunity. Yeah, that's the ticket. That's that's bullshit. There's no such thing. I'm getting a laugh every time I hear one of these TV guys come on the TV and talk about presidential immunity. It doesn't exist. It's another thing that Donnie just pulls out of his ass to try to tell. And that's obstruction of justice right there, by the way. That little giving her immunity so she can't be prosecuted for anything that she might lie about. Yeah. That's obstruction of justice. He keeps doing it right out in front of God and everybody. It doesn't matter. That's the game with him. Chaos, baby, and he wants to make sure you see it. We're too busy talking about Hope Hicks or his clean air bullshit that he sells, or his wall that he said they're built miles of. They have built nothing. They have replaced previous fencing. That's what they have done. They have not built a single freaking mile of wall, but Donnie's down there preaching that shit too, because it feeds into that base. He's going to deport millions next week, baby. Probably 100,000 tomorrow. I don't think so. It's another, I'm going to put tariffs on Mexico. It's another fire he's trying to start. But these are people's lives we're talking about that try to come across, that his chaos has created. That mass influx of those trying to seek asylum are because of the shit that comes out of his mouth. It's because of that and the funds that he has cut off to aid to those countries to make it better for them down there. He doesn't give a shit about them. He doesn't give it. They're a prop for his madness that he tries to sell every day. And those people in Florida last night, those are the ones that believe it. Those are the ones who worship him as a god of some sort. And it's sad to see it, because the rest of us only see one thing: a lying con man, coward, draft dodger who does everything to enrich himself and his family. Doesn't give a shit about you. Anyway, we're going to see what happens. I hope Hicks today, she testified back there. I'm sure we'll have all sorts of leaks out there, find out what happened. A little thing in the news I wanted to bring up. Oh, before I forget, according to Donnie's rally last night, David Jolly, he's a former congressman down in Florida, and he was either there or saw it, I don't know, his comment about the Donnie's rally last night. This is from a Republican. It said it was tired, lazy, and undisciplined, and that the American people are tired of the same old line. That's what he was talking about. It's the lock her up thing. The Hillary Clinton is the evil person. Hillary's not running, Donnie. You can quit running against her. She's the boogeyman that you're never going to leave alone, baby. And it's sad. But that's a Republican out there. And we see Amash standing up. You're going to see more and more Republicans turn their back on this disgusting shit and try to jump ship before it sinks. Because that's all he's got to go. He's sinking lower and lower, and he gets more paranoid every day. Presidential immunity? Yeah. What else, Donnie? Teleportation back to the future so we can fix this all? Yeah, he'll come up with some kind of bullshit. Anyway, that's the way it goes. It's up to us, baby. It's up to us every day to keep this fight alive, to fight against this shit, because the stuff he's doing today is going to take years to fix. And we're the ones that have to start that ball rolling. We have to get his ass out. We have to remove Mitch McConnell from the Senate. We have to take control of the Senate because the Republicans have lost their way. They don't have a direction anymore. They don't have a plan. It's all about tax cuts for the rich, baby. The bottom line for everybody. It's not about this country. It's not about the future. It's how much we can sell. How many weapons can we give you? How much we can get for anything we can sell you, baby. That's not the America I want. I'm sure it's not the America you want. We all live here, baby, so we all have to take care of this shit. And, oh, Lord, I done lost my arrow. I seen it. There it is. And Guardians of Liberty, baby. That's what we are. I believe in it. Mousy Clark put words in my head that will never leave me. We are the Guardians of Liberty. We are the ones that write the story, baby. And it's all up to us. We are the stewards of this earth. So what the news you see today, striking down more EPA regulations, baby, it's just going to destroy us all, and he doesn't give a shit. The Republican Party doesn't give a shit. So stay in the fight. Stay informed. We got a lot of races coming up. The debates are coming up. Stay in tune with what's going on. That's the biggest thing. Look at the news. Find out the stories about everything. Notice all of them about the climate and everything, and whatever it is that the healthcare issues, whatever issue binds you, check into it. Be prepared to know when somebody is shoveling shit up their ass, and you can call it out. So anyway, that's about all I got, I think. Now, I wanted to say something else. You know, this is all politics, baby. I got a friend request from an old boy from 43 years ago, I guess, 43, 44 years ago. And we got on Messenger, exchanged phone numbers there. We spoke a bit. And an old Navy buddy of mine, back when we were 19 years old. And it was a pleasure to talk to him. Politics did not enter the conversation at all, and I didn't care if it did or not. He obviously found me on Facebook, so he knew my political outlook, but I did not ask him his. We reminisced about times and how life has changed and how we were both so lucky to have even made it to the age that we are, because so many didn't. And so remember that when they all badmouth a boomer, baby. They'll be lucky if they make it to our age and beyond. Anyway, I enjoyed the discussion. I'm going to call him back and make that connection. It's just really nice to reach back, and it took my mind away from all of this bullshit and took me to a time when it was just two young sailors. And, we had a great time and served together. So, yeah, it was great. So not everything has to evolve around politics, but one thing about it, everybody knows where I stand, and nobody can deny whose side I'm on. And I'll keep doing this every day until we get him out and beyond, baby, because we have to fix all this shit that he's done. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. John Brittleville, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Brittleville on Facebook. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter. Go by and see John Brittleville Speaks, Blue Dot Family. The family grows all the time. Be part of the family. Join the conversation and discuss the issues with other like-minded people. It's a great place to meet everybody. And so outside of that, y'all have a good one. I think I got my arrow right there. Y'all take it easy. I'll see you all tomorrow. Live tomorrow night, Thursday night. We'll have Blue Dot Family Meeting. Be there, baby. I'm looking forward to it. Later.